My name is Brianna Davis, and I chose to do my final paper on Friday Night Lights. I chose this because out of all of the items on the list, this is probably the one that I knew the most. And I haven't seen it in a while, so I did have to go back and watch a couple of the episodes just to kind of remind myself on how things went, why they did this and why they did that, and different types of the way they communicated with each other. But for the most part, I remembered a lot of it. I was not able to rewatch the whole thing because I have two children, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I don't get a lot of self TV time. I chose Friday Night Lights also as well because I thought it would be great for this project to talk about their communication with each other. It's about high school students, football players, and I chose Tim Riggins, who is on the football team, and Lila Garrity, who's a cheerleader. So they started off they were acquaintances, friends because of Jason Street, who was Tim's best friend, and Lila Garrity's boyfriend at the time, and he was the football star. Well, he ends up getting hurt and paralyzed, and during the beginning part, Lila and Tim, they kind of bond and they end up having an affair behind Jason's back. Um, Eventually, Jason and Lila get back together and they break up, and throughout the season then it's basically based off of Tim and Lila's relationship, which is another reason why I chose this, because the two people themselves have different personalities. Tim is more quiet, laid back, and his communication skills are definitely not as high as Lila's are. She's more say how she feels, do what she wants. She has more of a go-getter, a high context of communication, whereas with Tim and his family and the way he communicates with people, it's more low context. He kind of just says plain there, straight, no beating around the bush type of guy when he talks. Their relationship kind of starts out rocky, and there's a lot of fighting because both of them have different goals in life. She really is organized, she's in charge of things, and she has a goal to go to college. And Tim's kind of go as a flow. He's got some anger issues. There's a scene, and I wrote about it in my paper, that he's being interviewed and they ask him, like, why do you like your position, or why are you so good at this? And he just kind of sits there and goes, I just want to hurt people. So he's able to get his emotions out on the field. Their communication with each other is she's always talking to him and trying to get him to move on and go forward with life, and he just kind of has that defensive listening, feels like she's just like she'll say something and then he'll pick the words out of there and then just kind of feel like she's attacking him, when all she's really trying to do is just help him move on. They fight a lot, and because I feel like they're always because their communication skills are so different, I feel like neither of them are able to get their point across, whereas Tim just kind of walks away from things. If he's presented with a conflict, he doesn't want to deal with it. He just walks away and he's done, whereas Lila is that's his conflict ritual, is that whenever that he doesn't want to talk about something, he just walks away from it. Whereas Lila, she's more, I want to talk about this, I want to get this done, I want to get this over with and move on. And I think that's their biggest issue that they had as a couple when it came to their communication skills, because they were both just on different levels. They ended up at the end, from what I remember and what I looked into, is that she ends up going to college and coming back, and he doesn't want to hold her back, and then she ends up going back to college, and the season pretty much ends. So that's why I use this show because you have two different people with two very different styles of communication, and I thought it would be a really good idea to explain on how sometimes it can and cannot work. Thank you.